All right, welcome to Red Dirt in My Soul. And like I said, we have sound effects from the baby bulls that we branded the other day, and they're right there. They haven't quite gone out with the other bulls yet, but any day now. So, and yeah, we buy them when they're young, and so we call them baby bulls. But they're so obviously they're not as big as the other ones that we have. But anyway, I thought I would do this question and answer because it just takes a long time to type it out, and hopefully this works. And I haven't done a video yet this week, so anyway, we're going to jump right into it, and hopefully you can see everything. I almost waited till it was too dark, but let's go on. All right. Okay, so I shared some of my creations, and you'll have to bear with me while I unwrap some of them to show you. I've been trying alcohol inks now, and it's lots of fun. I've tried it on a lot of different things, and I think my favorite to do is coffee mugs. And the photograph last night was very off color. I like the colors. It's just it was off color. So, and look at that one. I got Victoria to make me a couple of bucking horses to use as a stencil. So, anyway, I did that. And then these alcohol inks are basically it. It's just really alcohol-based dye. And you kind of just pour it on, and it kind of goes where it wants to. You can paint it on. I've done that. And then I come back and paint in some little details, like stuff that's supposed to look like the junipers and stuff on the top of the hills. So anyway, well, I've done it on plates. I've got a plate right here I did. And the thing with plates, I do have to seal these. And so it's sealed with an acrylic spray. So I don't know that you really want to use these for anything too much. This one, and I used my paintbrush. So I had a little bit more control. And then, of course, I got to have everything look like a red dirt butte. And then again, I put in the little bits of juniper bushes in the background. So anyway, there's that one. So, there's nothing wrong with acrylic spray, but some people, don't want that. So, and unfortunately, I've run out of coffee mugs right now. And so I have to wait till I go to town again. There's this one. Again, I just kind of grab the colors and kind of try and, show what I see. And, so that one's kind of cool. The only thing that I've found that I don't like, it's maybe not on this one, but when you spray it, first of all, you have to spray it with a UV resistant spray. And when you do that, even though I've let them dry for a long time, they often they'll kind of, the spray will make it run a little bit. In fact, I can see right there where it made it run. Oh, well. They're handmade. They're not perfect. So anyway, this one is browns and golds. And for those of you that don't know, the University of Wyoming colors are brown and gold. And so that's why you see a lot of popular stuff. And then again, the bucking horse on that one. So, and that one I did not do the handle with it. And then, oh, goodness, now, you're wondering why I'm taking so long, is I found out that you can scratch these. Well, not now. Now that I've sealed them, you shouldn't be able to scratch them easily, but I didn't know that, and I was going to show them to a neighbor, and so I shoved them all in a cardboard box with little, partitions in it so they wouldn't scratch each other. And I took them to, and I pulled them out. Well, as I'm pulling them out, the cardboard scratches them. I was not happy. So anyway, but okay, so this one This one's probably a real favorite of mine too. I got purples and blues and greens, and then let me turn it around this way so I don't drop it. And then of course I had to stick a buffalo on there, right? So he looks pretty cool, but right there, no, right there, right there. You can see how the spray really kind of smeared the paint a little bit, which doesn't look bad, but that's, for some people that are a little picky, it's kind of irritating. But anyway, okay, so that's my mugs. And yeah, I'm going to sell them, and I don't know how much for, because I just do this for fun, and then I never know what to sell them for. And then I'm like, really, will people pay $20 for a mug? I don't know. I'm cheap. I wouldn't pay $20 for a mug. Okay, let's go on to questions. I have my iPad here, so let's scroll down. Somebody made a comment. Joan made a comment on the Quinlan's first basketball game and said the other kids are much bigger. Yeah, for some reason, we're small in Tinsley. Don't usually have a lot of big players, but it could have been that they were playing sixth graders too. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Another question from her was, are the baby bulls with the big bulls? Nope, not yet. Just showed you that. And yeah, when I posted my Throwback Thursday post about the bald eagle, actually that won me an award, that post, and then the video that followed it the next day. And yay! So that was pretty cool. And yeah, Ironside Bird Rescue is basically one woman, and she does an amazing job. And I follow her on Facebook. So if you are interested in supporting her or just seeing what she's doing, she takes in all sorts of birds and eagles and everything. And so anyway, Ironside Bird Rescue is the name. So, if you were interested in watching the video, go just on my sidebar on the actual website, reddirtandmysoul.com. Go in. There's a search on the right hand side, or should be, and type in snake the video, and that should bring it right up. Because I just on my Throwback Thursday, I just went back to the actual post that I wrote about. And yeah, some of you, I know you've followed me long enough, you remember that. So thanks for those of you that have followed me forever. Marilyn, I'm talking about you. And then, let's see, the electric branding iron, I think I answered yours is, yeah, it's nice for that kind of stuff. Because I remember standing around with a propane torch holding it. I'm trying to heat up an iron. They have to get really hot to brand. And so, yeah, the electric branding iron is really good for that. I still am, I'm not a fan. Everybody else is pretty much, but I'm not a fan. I like the old style. That's me. Okay. Oh, somebody mentioned the ducks, and I talked about this just not too long ago, and the ducks are gone. Hereafter, I tried to kick them out, and they never would go, and I went out there once, and they're not there. They just decided enough was enough, and they got out of there, and that was fine. I mean, they were supposed to get out of there. I figured they'd be there all winter, but so that was good, and that also benefited me, I think, because my chickens started laying more eggs. I think they were kind of disruptive for the chickens, and so it's good that they're gone. They were supposed to be gone. Anyway, the door on my chicken coop, yeah, used to be a door to some piece of equipment, and the handles used to be metal 5-gallon cans, that they used to get oil in back in the day. That's what that is. They just cut out the handle from that and stuck them up there, and that's what's been my handles on my doors. And then that one off a piece of equipment, and all right, come back inside and gonna answer just a couple more questions. I'm in my mudroom, so it looks like a mudroom. Someone wanted to know where we got the flags that we work the cattle with, and got them from a place called Kane Manufacturing, and it's not spelled like Kane, it's spelled like Koehn, which I would almost say cone, but it's Kane. And I thought they were pretty reasonable. So, and you can, if you wanted to, you could specify the colors you wanted, and I just got an assortment. So anyway, we're going through, and then a lot of you commented on my post about Willow, and thank you very much. A lot of people had kind words about him, and yeah, he was my favorite horse. Let's see. Not the Panama's not okay, but it's not Willow. Okay, so we had a little discussion on when I say below zero, for my friend that's in England. I consider you a friend. I've never met you, but you're my friend. She wanted to know how that compared to with Celsius, and so yeah, I just happened to mention to her that the coldest I've ever been in was a year or two after I was married, and we ended up at 55 below zero here, and it stayed there for a while. It was 55, 45, and that was right when we had to get cows in out of the Badlands, and so they were riding on their horses. And I kind of said, "You want me to come?" And Brendan was like, "No, you stay home." And I'm like, yay. Okay. Anyway, my hoodie, my wool hoodie. Okay. Yeah, don't mind the mess here, but I'm sitting in front of my stove, where I thought I burned my hoodie, my wool hoodie, and I was crushed. You know what? I took a toothbrush to it and scraped that stuff off. It was mainly black from just, from an ember, and because I was like, wool isn't supposed to be like almost, not fireproof, but fire resistant. So anyway, I couldn't believe that it had melted, but yeah, it had that big black smear and everything. So anyway, took a scrub brush to it. You can't tell. You really can't tell. It was great. Yay. So I'm happy. And I still have no clue what it was that exploded, but it's a good thing I have editing. Oh, my daughters-in-law, were they raised on ranches? Well, Tess had horses, or a horse growing up. She showed horses. They had I don't know how many acres they had, but it was like a ranchette, I don't know. They did a little haying off of it and stuff, but I don't know how many acres it was, but it was like, I don't know, 10, 20, I don't know. But anyway, so she came from that kind of background, that horsey background. And then, Megan's dad was a cowboy, and she has relatives, and her mom now lives on a ranch, and they raise bucking bulls for the National Finals Rodeo. Well, they've made it to the National Finals Rodeo. I have to say it that way. But anyway, so yeah, and Megan rodeoed and stuff. So yeah, they had more experience than I did. I can tell you that much. Okay, so anyway, and I'm sure they'll correct me if I got something wrong. think that's it. I've gone back 3 pages now and I'm scrolling through the comments. I do read all your comments. Thanks for asking questions. I hope I got to them all. If you wrote them on Facebook, I may not have got to them because I just looked up the ones that were on my blog. So anyway, I apologize if I missed anybody's question. But anyway, I'm going to edit this tonight, hopefully when we get back from the basketball game, and time to get it up. All right, well, thanks for following Red Dirt in My Soul. Thanks for coming along with me and sticking with me, some of you for years and years and years, and I do appreciate it. And, you know, spread the word about that red dirt. All right, thanks. Bye.